Right, it's day 13. Unlucky for some. Was it lucky for me?
I'll come in this morning. I've given these a quick other coat, so they're now ready. The only problem with these is I need to do prep two more because I miscounted. That's the problem with being tired in the morning. Anyway, so that's them. And in other news, yay! All my command groups have arrived. So I'm going to sort through these when I get up quickly and dig out the Musketeer commands and the Cuirassier commands and get them prepped in preference to doing another battalion so I can get all the commands done for the units that I've done. So at least then they'll all be complete and I can do all the fancy basing and stuff like that, and then I'll start the other infantry and the cannons. So that's the plan anyway. Right. Alright, I'll answer the question now.
Okay, today's question is Skill Building Week 2. Share another technique to build up your fellow adventurer's skill set. Right then. Okay, people that have watched the channel for a while know that a few years ago I started using the armor plated dip quite a lot. Mainly because I'm lazy. No, that's not true. But I think it delivers good results for when you're painting armies. Now, people who paint who do skirmishing games and that sort of stuff, like 40k or Age of Sigmar, smaller like Napoleonic games or whatever, don't need to paint lots and lots and lots of figures. I don't think the dip is appropriate, or they probably shy away from it because that's those sort of things tend to be more about the paint job, if you know what I mean, because you've got less to paint. But when you're painting, um, you know, 400 or 500 figures for an army, you need something quick because you can't do. Well, I suppose you could if you're somebody like Von Ketteringham who um, just gets through the whole job and doesn't deviate, does all of his highlighting and this, that, and the other, and then yeah, cool. But there's not many of us. There's not many VKs in the universe. Or maybe there are, but there's not many that I know, and I'm certainly not one. I just like to get them started, done, and off as fast as I possibly can. But still looking okay. And the dip, the army painted dip, allows you to do that. Now, what I don't do is I don't actually dip the figures in the dip and then do the shake and all that sort of stuff because I think that sort of spoils them. It can get, it can get to it. Also, you need to use the correct dip for the right stuff. There are three types. There's dark tone, strong tone, and soft tone, and you need to work out which one it is you actually want to use. Soft tone is for more like wizards and fabrics and that sort of stuff. It gives a more natural thing. Dark tone, obviously, as the name implies, sort of is good for things like armor and shiny things. It gives a good thing, and strong tone is the one that I use a lot of, and that gives you that like black outlining that I like, the sort of like traditional sort of black lined figures, which I think look superb. But once again, it's all about how what you want from your figures. I use the stuff with a brush and I brush it on, which in effect allows you to treat it as a wash. So it's like a heavy wash, and you can get a nice even covering, and you can leave bits in where you want to leave it in, and you can take bits off where you don't want it off. And I think once it's dried and you've matte coated them, they look great. Do you know what I mean? And it cuts the time of doing like a Napoleonic battalion down by 70%. You know what I'm saying? So for every one that you do, where you do all the hand shading, you can do 3 using the quick shade. There you go. So that's my tip, and I will find one of my videos and put a link directly into the quick shade stuff. I think there's a good one on with the Anglo-Saxons. I think that's quite a good one. But anyway, I'll have a look through and I'll see which one, and I'll put a link into that directly to the bit about the dip, and you can have a look if you've never seen it before, or if you're a bit sort of obvious. But like I say, it's a Marmite thing. You either like it or you don't, and I usually get a lot of hate about it, but there you go. That's just the way it is. So that's my tip for the week. Use the dip if you've got a lot of figures to paint. Alright? See you in the next one. Bye.